Welcome back, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. Today I wanted to jump into this notice that basically went out last night, right before we have our chilling with Danny Koo session, where they're going to be addressing a bunch of the issues, and it's kind of important that I wanted to bring this up. I know there was a bunch of people that were kind of excited about Danny Koo's message on Discord, and they were talking about whether or not new characters were coming on his announcement and stuff like that. Look, the bottom line is a sinking ship is a sinking ship. One deckhand on ship isn't going to help the ship not sink. If it's going, it's going. And the problem with my excitement, getting excited over a new character comes in game, especially in this game, is it doesn't address the underlying issues in the game, and this notice is one of those issues. We have prepared a new bundle to support your adventures as spring begins. It's a monthly product consisting of great items. You wouldn't want to miss the March exclusive product, right? So that FOMO, right? You know what I mean? Get stronger with the premium bundled offer only on March and enjoy your adventures in Marvel Future Revolution. And we can see here that they're going to offer this premium bundle notice, right? Well, that's not so much important as what we end up actually looking at. So pay attention to this, right? Because essentially what we're going to get from here is what they're saying is 5,450 crystals, a 6-star core box, a premium costume box, a premium Omega card box, a premium core box, and then some crystallized converging particles for $89.99. So in our survey, I made sure to note that the pricing inside the Marvel Mall was part of the issue. Essentially, to get characters to a place where they feel like powerful characters or feel competitive, you have to spend thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. And this is part and parcel to the problem. So now they're going to give an outright way. If you've noticed, this has been a continuing trend with the Magic since December. They've started giving outright ways to get 6-star core boxes that have been locked behind these $90 prices, these $100 prices. And basically, here goes the problem with the game. They're not recognizing still the failure point of the game. What do I mean by that? Essentially, what you have is a chance at a box. Yes, you have a chance at a box. And here goes the really bad problem, the really worst problem about it, rather, is that for every core, there are individual stats that these have. So for instance, the core of power has attack and crit rate, I think it is. And then we can look at the core of vitality that has HP and HP recovery. The core of intensity has defense and dodge, and then the core of frenzy has defense, pierce, and critical damage, right? So when we look at that, you have a chance. It's a randomization of those, and we all know how these boxes have tend to sway. More than likely, you're going to open it up and you're going to get the most useless of all of them, which is HP and HP recovery. That's just going to be the truth of the matter, right? And so you have a chance at a 6-star core that is not of your choosing, maybe not something that you necessarily need, because if you're already maxed out on crit rate, crit damage, or defense and dodge, do you really need those? Probably not, especially if you're capped out on those. And then what it's telling you is going to give you a chance at a premium costume box, right? Because you notice inside here, the 4-star costumes inside there are the premium costumes, right? Steampunk, Rise of the East, and the Eyes of Osiris. But then tagged along are some of these regional set pieces of gear. Now, what you're getting a chance at is a chance to level something up, because they're not giving, for $90, they're not going to give you the 6-star piece. They're not even going to give you a 5-star piece. No, they're going to give you a chance at a 4-star piece that you're going to have to spend time leveling up, or you're going to end up with some costume draw tickets and inside the shop. Like, why the costume draw tickets doubled down twice inside there? You can get 10 or 5. Like, realistically, come on, for real. So that's a premium costume box, right? This is the terrible nature of the sales that they put inside here. Then you're going to have the ability to get some of these cards inside here, and guess what? You're going to have the ability to get these premium cards along with all the multitudes of cards that are not premium, that you don't want. They're 5-star, but you don't want those cards. It says a premium Omega card box. So why is my premium Omega card box including non-premium cards? Because the chances are you're going to open this and get a non-premium card, and if you don't, get the premium card, well, you get a chance at getting Omega card draw tickets, right? This is the problem with Netmarble's offers and sales, is that purchasing something for $90 doesn't necessarily necessitate that you will get what you want. You could essentially go inside here and open up this premium card box, costume box, and end up with something you totally don't need. Like, for instance, if I, as a Doctor Strange player, am inside the shop and I pull this item, there's no incentive for me, because the mirror dimension skill, the illusion magic class skill, there's no incentive for me to obtain the Rise of the East cloak, right? There's very little incentive for me to obtain the Eyes of Osiris. These Eye of Agamotto and Touch of Ashanti are worthless class skills, unless I'm going to get the steampunk outfit with the attack, 7 rings of Ragador, and Mystic Arts class skill level. There's very little reason for me to draw on these. And the worst part about this is that getting this item doesn't really help me in the long run of the game, because I'm essentially still staring down the barrel at looking at, hey, you've got to nano fuse this, which means that you are going to need more steampunk, more Rise of the East, more Eyes of Osiris pieces of gear that you can only get from the Marvel Mall. So your investment of $100 is the beginning, especially because these are 4-star. So if I got a nano fuse, think about it, I got to nano fuse each of these items 6 times. Yeah, I got to nano fuse these 6 times each. 6 times each. So that's a 24 total special costume items that I would need. So at this rate, what Netmarble is telling you, by just looking at that, if you just were to look at that, right, that essentially I would go inside here and I would need about $2,400 according to Netmarble with their price on this box. I would need $2,400, because if I said I need it 24 times, I can't purchase this item 24 times, but I can look at, you know, use it as a barometric to being like, where else would I get these premium costumes from inside the shopping mall? Maybe I get lucky, but at a bare minimum, you know, most players, like, it's almost like the pity system, right? Most players know that you're gonna have to spend at the very minimum $2,400 to get 24 pieces of the Eyes of Osiris set. $2,400, or, you know, and that's an RNG that you get the 24 items that you need, you know, that they're all that, you know, those specific pieces of gear. So this is the problem that we see with Netmarble, is that their Marvel Mall, even the things that you're outright purchasing. Okay, look, the bottom line is the gotcha things are gotcha mechanics. No problem. Those are gotcha mechanics. I get it. No problem. You want a chance at something and you want to draw on those things. So you draw on those things and it's a chance at, right? Most games have them. Like Genshin Impact has those things where it's like fear of missing out when they knew their FOMO, their new character gets introduced. 7 Deadly Sins has that. New character gets introduced or something like that, and you FOMO into those things, right? That's one thing, right? But I've never seen a game that literally also uses their bundles, you know, their item purchase events for costumes and for, you know, other things like that as a FOMO as well. But worse, a RNG'd event. You're going to have a mid-month sale, a premium bundle for 2022, and that bundle is all RNG based. So not only are you, and the worst part about it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I closed this, but I shouldn't have closed this, because it's as important that you read this and understand. I don't know how to make this more clear, guys. Like, when you read this and you understand that they're saying it to you here. It's a monthly product consisting of great items. You wouldn't want to miss this March exclusive product, right? Well, A, yes, I would want to miss it because it's trash. B, why are you literally using FOMO wording in your marketing? Whoever is in charge of marketing and the development of this Marvel Mall is terrible and needs to be removed. The fact that players are still in this game paying for a praying chance at getting items they want is ridiculous. I could understand a premium core box being RNG if you sold it inside the gotcha event, but don't sell me on items at $100 cost. Gotcha is me spending, you know, 10 bucks. Gotcha is me, you know, rolling on 10, 20 bucks for an assortment of items inside the draw shop. Gotcha is not you selling me bundles that then have laced RNG behind the items I may get in there across the entirety of your game, because this includes your dimension box, this includes your costumes, this includes your Omega cards. Literally gotcha across every single item within inside this box, except for the 5,450 crystals, which you're going to get outright. And I've already talked to you about that, right? Already talked to you about that. So I already have given you reason why I thought this is the silliest thing in notion in the world, and I'll continue to say it. You are essentially going to the casino and telling the casino, my dollar is only worth 70 cents. My dollar is only worth 70 cents. That's essentially what you just told the casino with their charge shop. My dollar is only worth 70 cents. All right, guys, I gotta go. Until next time, peace.